We're gonna do a song that you never heard before. The volume.
Hear the drummer get wicked. Here we go again.
Hey,
still fiddling?
I'm good. What's happening your way?
Oh man, I'm sitting up here chilling. Just got up out the shower.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here fiddling around because at the last minute, man, I had actually ate before I got on, and oddly enough, because I had to do that jump, I'm talking about, I went right into eating. Had to wolf down some Zaxby's, get it cracking up. We straight.
Are you gonna be throwing up in a little bit?
Nah, I'm good. I'm solid.
Nah, not eating that Zaxby's.
No, what you mean? What you talking about?
Zaxby's trash, bro.
Boy, you sick.
Zaxby's and Cane's is trash.
Oh my gosh, bro. You on that Huckabee early, bro.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
I ain't never heard nobody say Zaxby's is trash, bro.
That's because ain't nobody brave enough to say it.
Shh. Go on up the street. Let me get that music intro, please.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. It doesn't matter what your name is. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time.
Hey, it's Kennedy, my brother from another mother.
Not me, cause I throw hands.
What's up?
You know what's funny, man, is I saw a commercial on Instagram today with the boy Toby that he did for Beats, though, man. It was real dope, man. Very proud of how far the boy Toby came, because I probably got I was put on to Toby like almost like by accident, bro. I just kind of like organically came across him on Instagram like maybe 3-4 years ago, bro. And I saw this video that he did where his girl Fat was braiding his hair, and he was killing his flow on a real chill vibe, though, man. And he was killing. I was like, yo. And then the fact that he was from, Houston and didn't kick the kind of usual, Houston style flow, though, bro. I was like, man. And so to have been watching him for all of these years and to see how far he's actually come, it was kind of like it's weird because I liked him a lot, to where it was almost like I was hoping he would blow, but I also liked that, like, a lot of people don't know about him. He felt like, if you were a fan, if you knew, you knew. And so I actually like that, but I'm happy to see him blowing it. But I saw a dope video though that he did for Beats. So just earlier today though, man, it's fire, real fire.
Yeah, he got a song with PJ Morton, man, and I think it's dope too. And they kind of shot it in that same style. I like that he does all his videos kind of like that. That's like his style thing. So I think that's dope.
Yeah. I don't know where he got the little mint color from, but I remember before when I first was catching him. I think that they would flip different colors or whatnot. So maybe this is just kind of the kind of like his feel for this next little wave that he got going on, though, man. But yeah, pretty impressive though with how far along he's come, though, man. What's good? Let's start it off, man.
Everybody that's on, man. Yo, check in, bro. Say hi to your boys, bro. Go ahead, bro.
No, tell me, let me hit early, man. Best thing you've seen all week? What you got?
Oh man, listen, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even. There was something I sent, and I can't even think of what it was. It was something I sent you, and I thought it was. It's something I sent to you. I can't even think of it, but I can say, without a shadow of a doubt, the best thing that I've seen all week was that doggone new Mandalorian episode, bruh. And I ain't gonna spoil it because I know some of y'all just getting off work and y'all probably ain't seen it. But all I can tell you is this: if you had any issue with the first 2 episodes of the season 2, you will love this episode. It goes hard.
Well, let me stop you there. What kind of issues have people had? But let's just say for the casual, for the non-Marauders fans, like the casual fan, what kind of issues have the casual fan have mentioned? Because I'm casual, so
it's not even been the casual fans per se. When I mention this stuff, I'm not gonna go deep. All I'm saying is that a lot of people were saying that it was a lot of filler episodes, like nothing that was really going towards the plot. That's all. The kind of things that I've really kind of heard, but this particular episode was full of plot stuff, and so it should make a lot of people happy. That's basically it without going in deep detail.
That's interesting, man. That's very, very, very interesting, man. Like I said, we talk about it all the time. I think that for me, I think that I look at it where I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not fanatic. And when I say that, I mean like I've watched every Star Wars episode.
Right. But you don't know Samuel L. Jackson's name.
I don't know. I'm not gonna win trivia. Don't have me as your trivia partner. So
you don't know what color saber Mace had.
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I don't know Billy D. Williams' real name. He's still Billy D. in Star Wars to me. He's not whatever his name is. I don't know. No, I don't know.
Bro.
No, I don't know. I don't know his name. I know the very core people. And even though you said, well, he is a core person, it's like, yeah.
So to you, core people, in your opinion, core people is Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, and Vader. That's it.
Vader.
What about the droids? You don't count the droids?
Know. I mean, CP, I know them. R2D2, they regular. CP3O, he's regular.
C3PO.
C3PO. C3PO. I'm thinking CP3. C3PO is regular. Qui-Gon
Jinn.
He's regular.
But you know who that is, though. That's
Kylo Ren, he's regular. Finn, he's regular to me now.
What about Daisy Ridley's character?
Ray,
the main chick. There you go.
Ray is regular. Yeah, Ray is regular. Who else I think is regular? The Sith Lord is regular. Darth Maul is regular. Like I know, like that's what I'm saying. Like Samuel Jackson isn't a regular on there. He is in there in glimpses.
He is.
No, he's not. But there's no main storyline about him in there. He's just like
it is.
No,
bro. He is one of the main characters in the prequels, bro. I don't know what you talking about.
You talking about? No, he's in some scenes on the prequel, and I'm not trying to make it seem like he doesn't have any speaking scenes,
bro.
Though, man.
He is just as important in the prequels as Yoda is.
No way. No, stop it. Stop.
Okay, bro. You need to go back and rewatch. Then, obviously,
which episode is that?
1, 2, and 3.
No,
1, 2, and 3. He's very prominent in all 3 of them.
Okay, I understand. Like this, I understand so this is. I'm gonna tell you this. What I understand, what I understand about it is that I know that he was the one who kind of didn't want Anakin to originally be down with the Jedi, or whatever. He was one of the ones who was not an adversary, but just wasn't an advocate for him as well. That's what I mainly remember his theme basically being. And then I remember him also being the one that fought against the senator. And he was the one where the senator wound up putting the zaps on him and everything like that. He went Mitch McConnell on him though, bro. And so that's all I know. Like that's it. Like I don't remember him having like
he's one of the main council people. Like him and Yoda is the ones that make the decisions. That's how high up he is. So I don't know what you talking about, bro.
No, I never. I didn't. You know, it's funny.
It's
I
like
never
on G.I.
got that
Joe,
feel
when it
from
was like General Hawk and Duke. That's exactly what they were.
Oh no, I didn't get that. I
Oh,
got like maybe top 10 in command, but not top 2,
top
3.
two, bro. Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
No way. You know, probably I had a couple of tops though, man, for this week. This week's been let me see, work-wise, man, this week's been kind of weird. You know, I get tagged into all kind of different videos and stuff like that. So if I included those, the things that I've seen, the homie Brian, who's into boxing real heavy, he still boxes. He sent me this video, bro, and this dude got punched. And what was funny about it is the punch has so much pop to it that it almost sounded like a sound effect. And what was wild about it is that it changed the dude's whole demeanor because the dude was knocked out, but he was standing still. And he was knocked out so bad that it was like he was trying to hug it out. He wasn't even trying to fight no more. He knew he was faded, but he didn't fall. And he was hugging it out. That prop, that had me in real life tears, though, man. So that probably is it. Not to mention, so I didn't hear you though. You was on mute or something.
I am. No, I was gonna ask you, was it as good as when your boy Davis knocked out old boy?
It wasn't quite that. But it was close though. It was close only because this dude's whole demeanor changed. And I tell you that the other thing that I thought was funny though, bro. So I'm gearing up to shoot some video tomorrow, right? Yeah. So you know, and you shaved your head. I thought about this just because you know we were just talking last week about on Tuesday about when you realized your stuff was good, getting ready to slip, and when this, that, and the other. So when we did the episode, I was still pretty straight. I was about 2 days off of cutting my head because I was going to go ahead and cut it that day in anticipation that, I don't know if I wore a hat or whatever though, man, last on Tuesday. I had to go back and check, but I didn't cut my hair. And so, nowadays what I think is funny is that now that I typically shave my head regularly, I notice that my hair grows back really fast, faster than I remember it growing when I actually had hair. So between Tuesday and yesterday, I'm talking about, it may have been a full week since I didn't cut my head, right? So I'm walking around just preparing because I'm thinking like I'm being lazy. I don't want to cut it 2 times or whatever though, man. So I was like, I'm just going to cut it one good time on like Saturday morning or whatever, and then be good. Boom. So I was like, you know what? We were talking about lineups. I said, let me just see where my stuff is at though, bro. So I went through and I cut Landon's hair. So I went ahead and lined mine up though, boy. Listen here, man. If the middle of your head is the 50-yard line, right? You call it right in the middle, and the top middle is the 50. I gotta be at about the 30, bro. About right here, though, man. So when you know how on Mike Epps on All About the Benjamins, when he said, when you salute somebody, you gotta say, yes, sir. Now I gotta look back, and I'm literally right here, though, bro. So I was just like, oh my gosh, oh man. So when I'm doing it, Landon busts out the measuring tape. I took a picture of him doing it with the measuring tape, and I got literally laughed because when people say the joke, I've always had a big forehead. That has never been a thing. But when people say, "Oh, you almost got a 5 head," now when he pulled out the measuring tape, my stuff was literally almost. It's like 4 and some change, little bit of change though, bro. So it was almost there though, man. I said, I got to cut this thing. I might cut it tonight though, bro.
Listen, bro. You know how when you watch football and you see some of the fields, it's got grass, but some of it like it's grass, but then it's also dirt in the field.
The old Candlestick Park in San Francisco.
Yeah, that's how my top of my head look for with the hair. Like my junk, it's blowed out, and then you got a little bit of hair, and then it's blowed out the back.
You like Google Maps.
Bro, it is terrible.
Mine is look. Terrible. I had a fresh line. It was a clean line though, but it's about. No, I'm
you had that Shaq, didn't you?
Yeah, bro. Look. I don't know how much you can see.
I see
That
it.
thing is go. And listen, my thing is, I think this is gonna get ready to go LeBron on these boys, though, bro. I'm talking about, man. So I'm getting ready to cut it, though, man. I might have to cut this thing on tonight, though, bro. But pretty funny, though, bro. Very funny, though.
What we got on tap for today?
Hey, right off the cuff, though, man. I think I saw earlier today, man, that they officially made did the recount for Georgia, did the recount for Arizona. I think Michigan, Pennsylvania, all the states that the board 45 was trying to get redone. I thought that in at least Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania were the ones that he was trying to do the lawsuits on. I thought that those states, I could have sworn on CNN that they said that the recounts were already done and that it was already official that Georgia was flipped, and not just that Javante then had a bigger lead, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know how he got an even bigger lead, but I think that it probably was because, you know, that when they did the official count, I think that by the time they stopped, they may have stopped, and let's say if it was like 3% out there, and they were probably thinking like, well, you know what, it's enough that we can call it. Even with that 3%, it wouldn't make up a difference. So maybe when they did the full count with every single ballot, then I think that probably made it official, though, man. And they were just like, yeah, the lead was a little widened, though, man. So I thought that was pretty interesting, though, man, to start the day off, though, man. I thought it was real dope.
Yeah, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? And God bless all them, the supporters still pulling for him to prevail. I feel bad for him. Not really.
Oh, the boys still going hard for him, though. They ain't letting up. And
Saltine is still out there on his stuff.
Oh my gosh, they is not letting up.
Bro, we had a long conversation in the DMs too, man. And I was just like, bro, stop. Like it ain't even worth it. I had time for petty, so I just entertained him. And I just I was like, bro, at the end of the day, your boy lost. Period. Your boy lost.
Hey, listen, man, some very before we get to some good news, man, some very sad news though, man, out of Texas though, man. The boy Mo3 was killed though, bro. And what's wild about this, Ace, is that this man was shot in broad daylight. Like I'm talking about, not like they basically was saying that this was a drive-by, but homeboy pulled out and opened fire on this man in broad daylight to where the boy Mo3 actually got out his car and ran. What's wild about this one though, man, is that so this is one of those things that's very unfortunate, bro, because I've listened to Mo3's music, right? And it's one of those things where I always, you know, somebody rap and they rap heavily about guns, shooting up stuff and everything like that. And I've seen some interviews where the boy Mo3 always brags about having his pistol on him. So somebody walks up on him, and not just they ambush, surprise, whatever you want to call it, though, man. But somebody walked up on him, man, in broad daylight, letting off shots for this man, and he actually tried to get up out of there, though, man. And what's crazy about it, that is also, I want to say he hit the person, killed him, or hit him a couple of times, though, bro, but also hit an innocent bystander, though, man. And this dude is you know, I don't know if anybody's identified him. There's a very, you know, skimpy description of the suspect or whatever, though, man. But it seems like it's pretty safe to say that nobody has a solid description on this dude. So I don't know if this one's going to be one of those unsolved things, but I got thinking it was pretty crazy because I was talking to the homeboy, Mark Nurse. Shout out to Mark checking in already, though, man. But he was telling me, he was like, you know, like you and I have been away from Texas for, you know, quite some time. And while we still, you know, we check in and we know some things and everything like that, though, man. He was like, nah, bro, this is a pretty big deal. This will be almost like the Slim Thug Zero beef. And one of them died from something like that. I'm like, wait a minute, because I remember from what I've known earlier this year and last year's when I kind of found apparently that there's been this beef brewing between them for a long time now. And I don't know what it was from. It just felt like it was just something that was, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. It felt like that it got bigger when Yellow Beezy became national and Mo3 was still not locally, but still, when you regional in Texas, I look at that differently from being regional in some other places. Just because you can tour Texas and never have to leave it, though, bro. So apparently there's this beef that's been brewing between them earlier this year. You know, the boy Yellow Beezy, there was a video that he had to put hands on Mo3 management. I saw Yellow Beezy one time post after Mo3 was talking about he don't know Yellow Beezy and talking about calling him whatchamacallit or whatever, like he didn't know him. And then Yellow Beezy posted a picture of him doing a show, and you see Mo3 like in the crowd or close in vicinity watching him and everything like that. He was like, "Oh yeah, he don't know my name, but he had my show." But I don't know what this apparent beef has been about. But listen, it's been hot and heavy. I'm talking about people that died behind this a couple of times over. And so it was one of the things that we were talking about earlier, man, when we talked about, King Von and Lil Marlo, bro. Like, I'm sad about this one, man, only because, I mean, these boys is getting, they getting money. They was getting good money to where they taking care of lots of people. And now, you think about that, though. That man, he could have been over 30, right? So here it is. You got another young dude who was getting this good money, taking care of people tenfold. And now this man ain't going to be able to see his kid. This man, there's family. There's a whole network now that's missing him, though, bro. And I feel bad that not that him being older would have, made it any different, bro. But I don't know, man. I feel some kind of way about this one because, like, I'm tired of seeing these young rappers just dying like this, bro. Like, Dow, when was the last time you saw a rapper over 35? Not even say over. Yeah, I would say 35 and up. One of them die. The last one I can think of is ODB. I might be tripping, but you know what I'm saying? Like a big rapper that died from, but not even just that's died for those kind of things violently like that, though, bro. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe when we were younger, I don't remember people being hotheads like that.
No, I mean, there's definitely been some hotheads, and there's definitely been, I mean, which is why you see like some of the older cats beefs are being squashed. Like they're starting, people are getting older and they're realizing that life is different. So you're seeing some of the older beefs die away, like people that didn't have nothing to say to one another. What was it like?
T.I. Lil Flip.
Yeah, but wasn't even what's his name? Jim Jones and who was that?
Shit, Jim Jones and Cameron had beef.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that was the one. So that's what I'm saying. Like all these only beef that's still going to this day is 50 and Ja. Other than
50
that,
and everybody, 50 and Young Buck. I think the only beef that 50 is good with now is his beef with Fat Joe.
The Game too.
He still has beef with Game, though. I think well, he may not, but he still has beef with Rick Ross. He still, and which is crazy because he has a series where he's trying to do that's based on the life of BMF and Big Meech. So he wants to use Rick Ross' song BMF as the theme song, and Rick Ross is like, we figure out something.
But the difference, though, right, is 50 also be trolling stuff. Now, him and Ja beef is real, and I mean, and I understand why his beef with dang, I can't think of my boy name from Tennessee. Young Buck. I can understand why him and Young Bucks are still going too, but at the same time, all I'm saying is outside of 50 beefing with folks, most of the other beefs have kind of fallen off. People are like, the older cast is just like, nah, it ain't even about that, man.
But this is my thing, though, right? This is the thing that gets me, right? So the thing that I wonder is that I just wonder what is. So, this is the thing that I wonder, bro. So, if tell me if you follow me on this one, right? I think that one of the things that I remember, the one thing I remember Waka Flocka basically saying was that he was basically saying like, there was a point where these OGs basically, never really passed the game over to these young boys on there. So like the Waka Flocka and them, when they were trying to do their thing, and when it came to rapping and it came to business and ownership and everything like that, I think that everybody used to really be on them dudes to about, you know, about the quality of music, ownership, 360 deals still and everything like that. But nobody ever gave them the game, right? And so now, right, you got them dudes in that generation. You think about it though, bro. Like some of these dudes, you think back in the day, you might have somebody who, let's say, is your OG, and your OG might be if you had Ti might tell you whoever his OG is to him. And when I say OG, I mean whoever his person is in music who mentored him, who gave him the game. He got to be about 45 if Ti is 40. And then let's say you go ahead and you go even a step down. Let's say you got Jeezy, right? Jeezy got to be in his 30s. Somebody who is now you got dudes that are saying your OG is 30 years old, bro. Like if you if you're 30-year-old and if you're still caught up in the wildness, and now you basically are mentoring somebody who's 18. You got somebody who's 30 years old who's still living that wild life, and now they're mentoring these wolves though, bro. And I just think that I just wonder though, bro, if within hip hop, like at some point, man, I think that a lot of times people get into these beefs and these beefs become personal, right? But I'm just kind of wondering, like, at what point though is it that as an elder statesman within hip hop, if you rock with these people, if you advise them on settling these kind of things, handling these kind of things, or even if you never necessarily resolve a beef and say you good with somebody, but I just wonder though, man, should hip hop do a better job at consulting these dudes so that stuff like this would happen?
Bro, some of these dudes don't want the counsel. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are in their own set. Like, look, y'all time is done. It's our time. Y'all, and then how you gonna tell me something? But when you was in my age, you was doing this. So like, it just depends. Like, you know, yeah, there's a responsibility to tell folks like, look, it ain't worth it. But these young cats also got to find their own way at the same time too. You know, it's one of those things like, you know, we didn't have to deal with some of the stuff that they deal with, like the internet stuff and like stuff, you know, you can go viral from a moment. Like if one of these young rappers got knocked out, it's going viral the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like if something happened back in the day, you would have to hear about it word of mouth, and it might not spread it like that. So I just think that when you got a generation that doesn't necessarily like to listen or take heed from somebody who they feel like, nah, you're being hypocritical because I remember when you was this age, you was doing X, Y, and Z. So I gotta handle mine. So, you know,
I get that, but I get that. But the flip side to that is that as somebody who's done it and lived it, you should be able to say, well, I did that and I've learned from that, so that now that I know you like that you don't have to go through it. It's all, you know what it is, bro. It would almost be like, and I see what you mean, because it's almost like how you and I, how we got, you know, the people who we do music with, and we can tell them a million things, and we give them every bit of information that we have. And if they decide, well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way anyway, then that's perfectly fine. That's on you. Find your way in doing that. But I think the difference is, though, bro, is that you and I can walk away saying, well, I did my part. I did what I was supposed to do by giving you the information. And so that's what I just wonder, bro, is that, you know, if within hip hop that we could do better about giving that game and encouraging people to squat. Because listen, bro, the boy, I mean, like, this is the thing. And not to say that, you know, not to slight Mo3 at all, though, man, but one of the dudes who's down with Yellow Beezy, he wound up I think he got into a car accident, said he messed up his leg though, bro, and sent the picture in the hospital. Probably not even an hour after he posted the picture, the boy Mo is up here basically talking about, oh man, this dude ain't you ain't got hit in no accident. Won't you go ahead and say the people got to you though, man, and was talking bad about this man when he just said he just got into accident and he's called him all kind of this, that, and the other. Trap Boy Freddy is who I got. Thank you, Mark. So Trap Boy Freddy is in the hospital laid up. He said, dog, I made it. By the skin of my teeth, my leg jacked up, but I'm gonna be all right. Boy comes immediately behind him with the 50 Cent level troll. So guess what? Soon as Mo3 dies, Trap Boy Freddy, he's out here talking about, listen, man, is there, RIP to the ops, this, that, and the other. He's on the highway, the same highway that Mo3 then got shot on, talking about, bro, what's up with traffic? They didn't back up traffic because this man on that, like basically saying, get this boy out of the road. Yeah, dog, it was savage. I mean, another level of savagery, bro. And I'm just saying, like, at some point though, like, why isn't somebody telling him not to do that, right? But let alone, maybe, I don't know. It's weird though, man, because no one necessarily knows that all of this stuff is connected or not. But it is something to be said that you can have that level of words, right, with somebody who you already have that next level of beef with. And then that person winds up, dead. And after you just got into a pissing contest, I mean, you got into a next level pissing contest where I think that there's even been, I think I said there's a show promoter who was killed trying to be the peacemaker between it, get shot, line of fire, like, bruh, like they've been dying behind this thing though, man. And I'm just sitting there that, like I said, whether or not you were a fan of his or not, man, I just think that the one thing that I can say about these young rappers though, man, is that these young boys is getting money and they getting money early, bro. They get money way earlier than I remember, do you think about this though, bro? Do you think, I mean, Lil Baby and them got to be getting more money than what, I don't want to sound like I'm trashing Nas, but Lil Baby got to be getting more money than what Nas was getting. It makes sense because if he's getting the same kind of money Nas was getting, that means that there's a complete disconnect, right? So these young boys now is getting money early. They taking care of people early, way earlier than what, people were traditionally able. Dog, you think about it though, man. When we was trying to get on, getting that 360 deal wasn't that bad of a thing. Everybody was getting raped. Raping you records all day long though, man. But I think that they getting money, and regardless of if it's just they getting on because of viral moments or this, that, and the other. I'm just saying that, dog, it's a bunch of young dudes out here getting serious cake, and they taking care of a lot of people earlier, way earlier than I remember. You know what I'm saying? Dudes, the end of the day, like, nah, these young dudes, like in Atlanta though, bro, it's nothing to see somebody, especially you're on the right side of Atlanta, nothing to see somebody who's under 25 flipping the Benz, or let alone flipping a Rolls Royce, flipping a Lambo truck, all these high-end cars. You see these rappers who you may not even know, right? And they getting cake because they just figured out that how to make that kind of money fast, early though, man. And so I don't know, bro. I'm disappointed behind it though, man, because you know what I'm saying, like I'm disappointed that it happened for Texas, for somebody who, in Texas. I mean, Mo3 was one of those dudes that a lot of people checked on and rock with. And it's just unfortunate though, man, that something like that could have been prevented. And I don't know, man. It's wild though, bro. It's wild when something. It's always wild to me. And I think back to when Boosie said that it's always where a lot of these rappers, when they die, most of the time, that they die in the cities that they're from, though, bro. And that's the sad part, that this man basically died in his hometown, most likely at the hands of somebody from his hometown, though, bro. And while Pac and them and Biggie, while they weren't necessarily in their own towns most of the other time. So if somebody died, that's the part that I was just like, nah, bro, nah, it's not.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, man. It goes back to that lifestyle, bro. Like once you are in that type of lifestyle, you always gonna be looking over your shoulder, and you don't never know who's trying to prove something to somebody else, man. And it's unfortunate, and it's one of those things, man. Like again, I just really feel like it's not always the elder statesmen that really have control over that situation, because sometimes they don't want to listen. And then on top of that, at the end of the day too, you like, say you in that space where you're like, all right, that makes sense, let me not do this, and then somebody provokes you to do something else. Because I mean, you can stop one half of it, but you can't stop the other half. So
That's true.
It's a bunch that goes into it. I mean, you look at even what happened to, what was that, King Von or whatever in ATL, you know what I'm saying? Like it's what this is, what these cats is they trying to live that life, trying to live them records, man.
The King Von thing is interesting, that he died, he got shot in Atlanta, right? So and supposedly, right, that there were some people that he had beef with, and I'm just thinking, like, bro, like how do you have that kind of beef with somebody from out of town? Like I can't fathom. Like I can understand that you might talk some stuff over the internet. I know that your boy Snitch 9 is good for that and everything like that, though, bro. That's another thing, though, bro. At the level of trolling that he does, like if something like that happened to him, bro, like I'd be like, I guess he kind of he was earning that. But and not to wish that on him by any means, though, man, because I'm sure him being a snitch or not, I'm pretty sure he's another one of them young dudes that's taking care of people, though, bro. But I guess I don't get it, though, bro. I guess for me, though, man, I've ran out of time and energy to have that kind of malice in my heart toward anybody, though, bro. Not to say I wouldn't put these hands on somebody, though, bro, but it can be left at just that, though.
Try Jesus, not me. Cause I throw hands.
Listen, can you imagine, though?
Try Jesus.
Can I imagine what?
Can you imagine, though, right, that these days in hip hop, especially hip hop, and these days when something is so viral, right? Can you imagine, though, if it was just left at that, though? If it was just left at, let's get into a fight. Because most of these dudes, right, most of these dudes rap about, I'll put these hands on you or I'll shoot you, right? So when you get put on camera taking the L with throwing them hands, now all you have to rap about, you can't even tell me about these hands now. So all you got to rap about is shooting. And so now it tells me that you're only shooting because you ain't about them hands. So it's like, it's weird, though, bro. It is weird. That's why I don't think that in hip hop specifically that you'll ever see somebody shoot the fair one. It'll always be somebody's getting jumped. It'll be like, it doesn't impress me that two people got beef and your man's snuffed somebody and then you came through. Like that doesn't show anything to me, though, man. But anywho, though, man, but everybody's on alert.
I'm trying to think, who was that one young cat, though? Was it the baby or young little baby or somebody where the dude ran up on him in the mall in the Gucci?
Oh man, the baby wound up putting that boy on his tail, though, bro. And he's never been the same since. And what's wild about it, though, bro, is that he's only known as the dude who got knocked out by the baby, and he's probably more famous than ever. Nobody had never heard of him before then, and now he's at least known for something.
Yeah, he took that L for a reason.
It had him literally assed out. Literally had him knocked out. Belt. Oh my gosh, dog.
And he was talking all that noise too.
Oh my gosh, man. Listen, when you get whipped that bad, I'm almost inclined to believe that you've never whipped anybody the way that you say you did or capable. It's you got a lot of huff. It's a lot of.
You got to retire after that too, because you can't even rap about nothing.
You need to be getting more conscious rapping. You need to put your backpack on, and you need to get one of them army style hats and be rapping about pyramids in the cipher, because you, sir, do not need to be talking about throwing them hands, bro.
Right.
Stop it. Listen, but there is good news.
On
the eve of all that, Megan Thee Stallion, the Texas treasure who should be protected at all times, announced that she has an album coming on out here right before Thanksgiving, as a matter of fact. Ace Kennedy, I'm hyped. I'm hyped. Listen, on the eve, right, on the tail end of that WAP, what are you expecting from this Megan Thee Stallion? Is it gonna be next level hot girl summer?
I think so. I think it's gonna be quality music. I do think she will address the Tory thing and just like maybe a song. She ain't gonna do like a whole album about the situation. But just because of that alone, people are gonna listen to the album just to see what she's gonna say about it. So for that, it's great. It's whoever's on her team that told her like, yeah, you got to drop a project. They was on to something because, like I said, people are gonna be checking for it just to see what she's gonna say about the Tory stuff.
It wouldn't surprise me that if whatever song she addresses it on gets leaked. Somebody leak a verse for it, see what she got to say. This. So let me ask you this. Okay. Let me ask you this. So this is the one thing I think that people that people kind of get misconstrued when it comes to Megan and a lot of these female rappers, right? I'm not expecting for Megan Thee Stallion, the Texas treasure who should be protected at all times. I am not expecting her to show that she's the best lyricist and that she can compete with Rhapsody. I'm not expecting that from her at all.
Yeah, but I think while clearly Rhapsody raps better than her, I still think that Megan makes better songs though.
So that's a good point. That's what I want to get into. So here's what I do expect. I think so. Okay. So this is the one thing what I'm waiting to see. Speaking of Rhapsody, right? I think that Rhapsody basically makes a lot of and I bring up Rhapsody because I think Rhapsody is also managed by Rock Nation, right? But I think that one thing that I am interested in is that I do want to see Rhapsody makes a lot of oh my God. Speaking of rap, did you hear the Rhapsody song that she got with Busta Rhymes on the Busta album though, man? It's probably one of my favorite songs on there, bro.
Yeah, it's the one where he was like basically talking about raising his son and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought it was dope.
Listen, never heard this angle before, right? So the one thing I loved about it, and we're gonna get into Mega, but since we're talking about Rhapsody, and we talked about I've never heard in a song, very barely in life, but I've never heard a woman admit I could have done a better job as a mom at letting my son be more involved with his dad. Right? I've seen in life in general, man, that women have tried because things didn't work out. You know, I've seen that women, take the approach of, well, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna let people. How dudes might say, "Oh, my baby moms won't let me see my son," or whatever, or they just don't encourage a relationship. And I think that I see that a lot. But I think that one of the things that's wild about that, though, bro, is that I've never heard a woman admit to saying that, yeah, I could have, as my son's mom, I could have done a better job at you were always willing and there for him, and I could have done better. So in that particular song, bro, I thought that it was a fire perspective where she was basically saying, yeah, man, you was a good dude. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a good woman, but I could have done more. I could have done a better job or whatever. So that aside, I thought about that. So I've been meaning to ask you about that. But I don't expect that from Megan, though. What I am waiting to see, though, is that at one point, does Megan say, all right, you know what? I don't want to see Megan go pop, bro. I think that Nicki Minaj went pop. And I don't want to see Megan go pop. I don't want to see Megan trying to sing on songs. Like what I'm expecting on this album is I'm expecting Megan to go next level with talking about how she hitting these dudes up and got all these dudes paying for everything. I'm expecting for her to go next level, for her to be talking about how she dropping it down. And that's the reason why these dudes is paying. I expect for her to go to the next level, but I do not want to hear her go pop like Nicki Minaj went on, what's that, Starship song? I don't want to see her go there though, bro.
I mean, I'm not stifling nobody from doing what they feel is best for their career next. I do want to hear I want to hear the song with her and Cardi though. I'm sure they did song for song. I don't think that she did WAP like that. I think that she got a song with Cardi on her album, and I want to hear that.
I do too. I think that I want to hear, so because I hear that this is the thing. The one thing that I do love, right, is I am hearing Megan on more people's songs now, right? So she is like, she's not saying, well, I'm so hot that I can't just get on any track. I heard Megan Thee Stallion on somebody who, I mean, it's probably one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life, bro. I was talking with, I was in the car. It was just earlier today. We in the car and I'm listening to this and I'm hearing the song and I'm thinking like, oh, this sounds like some TikTok kind of rap stuff, right? And so I look back at Landon because anytime I hear something that I think is whack, I look back at Landon like, bro, this is what you be listening to on TikTok. And he was like, this is a TikTok song though, bro. And I'm listening to it. The raps is so basic. And it's weird because they're talking about some girls, and they basically said the girl was so bad that she made her want to stutter, and he's basically saying and it's everybody who does the rap basically does it, and it's so whack. But Megan comes on, kills the song, kills it by far, has the best verse. But I can totally see this being a big song on TikTok and all this other stuff, though, bro. Oh my God, it's brutally whack. But I am hearing her like on more songs with that is it, Mark. Thank you. Mark got his ear to them DJ streets though, bro. But yeah, it's a song. It is one of the worst rapping. I mean, it's. Listen, though, it's so bad, bro, that I think that the hook is almost like a little offbeat. Like, I'm like, y'all serious now? Is it, bro? But Megan's on there and she kills it. Best verse.
Yeah, I mean, we watched that little freestyle video that Megan did. That's what I'm saying. She got bars, bro. Like,
she can rap. This is about this. She can rap, right? She can just flat out rap. I just wonder, is her content going to change up? Because I think that this hot girl summer style that's her bag, and I don't.
She making something to twerk to, bro. It's not.
She makes something to twerk to, right? But this is what I'm saying. I think what would, and I'm not saying I don't want to stunt Megan's growth. What I'd want to see Megan do is not like Nicki Minaj, where I think that she went and purposely targeted doing pop sounding stuff. I would love to see her make someone pop come to her. So very much how 2 Chainz had Ariana Grande on one of his songs, right? And she was basically doing something that was real vintage hip hop style with the A. Marie sample and everything like that. I wouldn't mind seeing her do that, but I don't want to see Megan. I don't want to see Megan getting out here trying to sing on track. I don't want to. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I think that's kind of what made Nicki not fall off, but made people like, Yeah,
but that's the thing, though. See, I don't. You got to understand, and you as an artist know this. Music business. So those pop songs that Nicki was doing, she was also getting paid a lot too.
I know she was, but to me, it hurt. To me, I think it at the moment, yes, it was music business. I think in the long run, though, I think that people who were those hip hop fans who helped her get to that point were kind of disappointed, though, man.
But here's the thing, though. We say that, right? You just said that, and a lot of people was turned off by it, right? So then Cardi does the same thing. Cardi had a couple of pop songs.
Cardi doesn't.
Yes, that's false. That's false information. Hold on, time out. Hold on. Because that was part of Nicki and Cardi's beef too. Was she was saying that song that you was on, I turned that song down. It was a pop song. That's not true.
What song?
I don't know the artist name. I'm saying,
Okay,
I'm
so
saying,
I thought,
hold on, because then a lot of people started saying, because like on Breakfast Club, on Joe Budden, all of them was saying, oh, Cardi's out here doing these pop records and she need to get back to the hood. And so then she came out with something, and because Cardi likes to talk when people call her out about stuff, and so she went live and said, listen, I have stuff coming for everybody, but at the same time, I don't want to box myself in. But then she turned around and dropped WAP, and so that brought her back to the hood. But what I'm saying is, so Nicki tried to do that as well. Nicki tried to put out another hood record, but like you said, in your logic, by that time, people was like, nah, I'm cool.
right, and that's what I think about. So Tease Me in the Bruno Mars songs, right? Tease Me. So this is the thing about it. This is where I get that. But the song, right? The song that they were arguing about was G-Eazy's song. If I hit it one time, I'm a white.
It's the chick song that I'm talking about.
Well, listen, all I know is that song, that G-Eazy song with her on there, Nicki Minaj said, I already had that song. And then Cardi clapped back and was like, nah. She said, maybe when it was presented to me, nobody believed in the song, but me and G-Eazy, so we worked that record. But I get what you're saying. My point is, though, right? My point to me is that I think that what I believe works is when you make, so I think that what works, though, bro, is when you make pop come to you and not that you go pop, because I don't think that, to be honest with you, bro, that what was that? What was the song? Was Anaconda before or after that song? I'd have to look it up. But I think
after what?
Before Starships. I think Anaconda was before that. I don't think that Nicki Minaj, if you want to be honest, I think that she's done some dope features. Like she does some dope features with Yo Gotti and all this stuff. But I don't think that Nicki Minaj has ever really bounced back after Starship, because I think that it's not that people's like, oh, you just turn pop, we whack. It's just that I just don't know that Nicki has just had the song to come back. And yeah, she probably made more money than she ever did because she had more people. But it's just people. It felt like, bro, like if you wasn't a diehard, that it felt like she lost a lot of people. And it's just like at some point, it's like it's a certain way. All food ain't good food, bro. And it's like all money ain't good money. And it's just I don't want to see Megan do the same thing. I like that Megan is like, nah, I got my Rich Ratchet stuff, right? And that's her brand. But I think that you grow, but I think that you can keep growing doing that. But if she tries to do the pop, I think that you can make a pop sounding record without it. WAP to me was a song that popped, but wasn't pop. It was just, it took off, right? So I think you can do those kind of records without you sounding like you're watering down the original you to reach other people. And I think that's what Nicki did, though, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know that Nicki has come out with another hit per se. I know what you're saying. And like I said, when we very first heard WAP, you and I said it was out of here, bro.
Gone.
Like, just there was nothing stopping that record. And so I just don't think that Nicki has had that. Like you said, her features have been better than her actual songs that she's put out. And, that's just one of those things where, people are waiting to hear a dope Nicki record.
I'm gonna be honest though, man. Like I said, I personally prefer Nicki's rapping style. Like I think that Nicki Minaj to me has probably, like, I don't know, man. I like Nicki's rap voice, man. Like I can hear Nicki just on any style of beat. And I can hear Megan too, but Megan seems like she has this flow where it's a fast flow and it's and that's her cadence, and I get it, and it works perfectly, and she kills it. But it seems like most of her songs have that cadence, and I think that Nicki to me can kill either way, and that's what I like. I just like her versatility in her delivery.
I do too, and that's why I said for me, I didn't have any issue with her branching out and doing other stuff. And I get it. I mean, it's everybody's different on what they like to hear, but because of the fact she's so versatile, I like that she did that. But then I did like when Cardi ventured out, because I mean, even when she did the stuff with with Bruno, and the raps, the flows weren't like,
you got to tell me the songs that you talking about. The shit that was.
And I'm gonna have to research it. In like we had this in the pre-production meeting. Nobody trying to call me out.
Hey, listen. Let's switch here because we I didn't realize we already about almost at the hour though, man.
Yeah, hey, that's what happened when you having fun.
Hey, listen. So let me ask you something though, bro.
What's up?
Okay. So we've been talking about we've been talking more and more about seeing all of these couples that have been breaking up over this the quarantine, and it just feels like, man, that the quarantine is kind of exposing, not necessarily if it's not exposing relationships, bro. I think that quarantine is really showing you that the unresolved issues that you had, they ain't going nowhere. And it seemed like maybe this is putting like a magnifying glass on those things that somebody may have did that irked you, or something that you just already was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I thought that it was interesting, bro, that I saw today that Nick Cannon, and I'm paraphrasing this, but Nick Cannon had a video where he mentioned that he doesn't think that it's a natural thing for men to be monogamous, right? Like almost as if he implied that men aren't supposed to be monogamous, right?
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny because it wasn't that it was men. It was almost like, well, women are supposed to be, but men aren't supposed to be. Meanwhile, at the same time, J-Lo and A-Rod, they've been dating for a little while, and A-Rod said a long time ago, man, this is the girl of my dream. And there was a one time when A-Rod was still playing, and there's a picture with him, J-Lo, and what's my dude? What's the dude she was married to before?
Oh, Mark Anthony.
Mark Anthony, right? Like they were just random. And fast forward, he scooped the girl. That was his girl of his dream, right? But even then, they haven't gotten married yet. And they said one of the holdups is that J-Lo is insisting that they have a clause in their prenup where if he cheats on her, that he has to pay her $250 million, bro.
I mean, but that's from her experience, though, and I think that Nick Cannon. The thing is this, man. I don't care what walk of life that you're in. Everybody has a situation. So I think that if a person chooses to cheat, it's for different reasons. So I don't know if that I can't say that that's a true statement. And again, he's speaking from his experience. Because I mean, you figure like he's in the industry, so he's around people and knows people's different situations. And so celebrities definitely have it a little bit different because a lot of times most celebrities are married or involved with other celebrities. So you already got your own thing. You on your side of the country. We only run into each other once a week and this, that, and that. There's a lot of things. And again, I think he's commenting off of his own experience. I can't lump sum and say that's just how all dudes are, because I mean I know dudes that are just completely happy. So
this is what I'm wondering. So I kind of laugh because here's a question that I typically will have to, especially when I say the younger folks. I guess I mean people that are under 30, right? Mm-hmm. Is that so? Okay, first off, let me talk about the Nick Cannon. Right? So do you think that he's saying that you can be married, right? But just the monogamy part. So saying, yeah, you can be married to someone, but the actual part of being faithful to and only having sex with one female, that's the part, right? So you propose to someone, right? You propose to someone, you say, I want to marry you. That's not, according to what I'm understanding, he's saying, yes, I want to marry you. I'm not saying that you're the only one that I want to have sex with. It's just I'm saying that you're the only one that I want to marry. Are those things?
No, I think Nick Cannon is talking about his experience. Let's keep it a buck, right? Nick Cannon is Nick Cannon. First of all, Nick Cannon had money since he was like, 13, 12 years old. And then on top of that, he is a celebrity. So there is a plethora of
impressive resume.
Yeah,
impressive resume.
But I'm
Top
just saying,
5 resume.
I'm just talking about the amount that is thrown at him, though, is what I'm saying. Is
Facts.
way different from a dude that worked at Kenny Shoes. No offense. And
Wait a
so,
minute now. Wait a minute now. Because them boys from Kenny Shoes be having it thrown at them all the time.
I believe it. I believe it.
Since 15. Kenny
Yeah.
shoe workers specifically.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, I think that is he is speaking from his experience. I mean, if you've been having stuff thrown at you since you was 13, 14 years old because of your celebrity, I mean, come, like you said, he has an impressive resume. So the thing is that it might be difficult for him. Again, his celebrity is different. I mean, you think about it. When they were doing the Wild 'N Out tours and stuff like that, then the people applying like the Wild 'N Out girls, I mean, they joke about that stuff all the time, but some of them ain't jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think that Nick Cannon is in a different space than a regular, and I'm not saying that regular dudes don't cheat either. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think from his experience, he thinks that that's okay. And I mean, you know, if a woman accepts that, I mean, that's on them. But I'm saying I think he's speaking from experience, in my opinion.
Okay, but then here's the other part. The flip side of that is that does J-Lo, having also been the one who's been cheated on, does her demanding that he pay her $250 million validate what Nick Cannon is saying then?
No, again, she's reacting off of her experience. Let's
take their money out of it. Let's take their celebrity out of it and just talk about the
I'm not even talking about, but I'm just saying, I'm talking about J-Lo in specific, right? I'm not even talking about the celebrity factor or nothing. I'm just saying J-Lo has been in relationships and she's been cheated on, because of that, she's like, nah, I wasn't planning to be with anybody else again. But now that you have pursued me and I am this way, this is what the clause is going to be. So from that point, you have a choice. Like, if you feel like you can whatever, or you willing to come off that money, it's whatever.
Let me ask you this then.
What up?
It's Ace Kennedy. So you dating Miss Kennedy. At the time, she is Miss Hill, but she can be Mrs. Smith, she can be Miss Johnson, she can be anybody. And you get engaged to her, you buy a nice fancy rock, and she says, "Hey, listen here, bro. I want us to have a prenup. I want us to have a clause within our marriage that if you cheat on me, you got to pay me $25,000 and we get a divorce." 25 G's, not 250 million, 25 G's. Because she's had experience in the past of dudes stepping out on her. So my question for you is that if a chick tells you, I want you to sign a prenup where you have to pay me if you're not faithful, your response is what?
Then let's have a clause in this agreement that if you ain't coming off the cakes a certain amount of time.
Wait a minute. Okay. So you immediately go. So I thought you were going to say, well, make the clause go both ways, right? I'm assuming that J-Lo, if he agrees to it, I would think that he would say, well, you got to pay me the same thing. So you going straight to the cakes?
Yeah, because I'm thinking, listen, again, people cheat for different reasons, but for most dudes, right, it's because of the quantity of cakes that they're not getting would be the reason for them to cheat. Because again, this is what I think females miss out on, right? Whenever a dude decides, like, I'm going to get married, he's under the assumption that, listen, I am giving up my single life of the abundance of cakes I could have had for this one person. So I'm expecting that once I get married, that I have in-house at all times. And so if the quantity goes down, what was the expectation here?
That you stay down.
Huh? That's the expectation.
That you stay down. That's I'm going to assume that's the
again. So what I'm saying is, if you're going to have a clause in there, then I'm going to have a clause in there, because then because when a contract is coming to terms of two parties bringing in something and so you bringing something to the table, I'm bringing something to the table. That's what, not just it's a one-way street. Nah, it don't work like that.
So it's your belief, right? And we got to distinguish this, right? So it's your belief that when someone who by all standards that people will say he's a good man, he's a good dude, that a good guy intends to just be with one woman when they go ahead and get married.
I would think that any person who is deciding to get married, unless that's previously stated, is planning to just solely be with that person. I think that's what you get married for. Again, unless you have some other arrangements where you guys have an open marriage, or, you know what I'm saying, like you got something, you know, that's something y'all have discussed before. But I'm saying if you're going into it with a traditional marriage in mind, most people are expecting to be with that person for the rest of their lives and expecting that this is the person who I can connect with on even on this sexual level and be out of here.
Ace Kennedy, let me ask you this though, bro.
What's up?
I saw Hustler and I see J-Lo. I follow J-Lo on the gram. J-Lo still doesn't look like she fell off at all. She got 2 kids, right? Still looks, J-Lo is still in somebody's top 10, somebody's top 5. Right? At she's 50 now.
Yeah.
So Ace Kennedy, my thing that I have to casually wonder is that if you would slide out on J-Lo, what does these women look like that you sliding out on J-Lo on?
Right.
I thought about this. Listen, I thought about this with Jay-Z originally. I got Beyonce. Beyonce is the queen bee. So if Jay-Z stepped out on Beyonce, who has topped Beyonce to him?
That's not everybody's rule, though, bro. That's not everybody's rule. The thing is this, listen, because nobody is like, listen. If you're gonna step out, it's for a reason. It's not necessarily because I'm looking to replace. That's not necessarily the reason. That could be one of the reasons, but I'm saying most is they're unhappy with something, a particular thing. That doesn't mean that, okay, because I'm stepping out, I'm ready to end everything. Because, you know, you hear a lot of people say, well, why not just cheat? Why don't you just get out the relationship? You don't know what's going on. And that's what I'm saying. Not everybody does that with the intent of replacing. And I know, like, some of the guy code rules is like, if you gonna step out, make sure she finer, then
can it make sense to me? I'm not saying that I adhere to the rule.
I'm just
I understand
saying, I don't
that.
think that everybody follows that. So what I'm saying is, for instance, if you was having an absence of, right, you can start making a whole lot of things look better in your mind when you
everything looks better, bro.
Right.
I can see that. I can see if you've been going through stretches, 6s and 7s that you might ordinarily wouldn't even catch your eye.
Right.
You can see it working if it had to come to that, right?
Yeah.
Ace Kennedy, let
up?
me put you on the spot here, bro. You don't have to answer this.
Listen, bro, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't have a problem. Let's go.
Listen, bro. Provided that you are with, let's just say hypothetically, that you got J-Lo, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's concerned. So concerned that she wants you to pay her $250. Who does she think you could possibly slide out with? Who is above her? Who could you say, while it's not me, I'm gonna fix this up, while you wouldn't necessarily do it, you can see these people as people who you can see somebody stepping out on, because Diddy apparently stepped out on J-Lo at her fine in her 30s, right? So Diddy slid out on her right then. So it has me wondering, who was Diddy sliding out with her on? That J-Lo, green Versace just J-Lo. So who do you think is slide on the side? I'm not going to say who would you, but who do you think is slide worthy?
Bro, top 3 would be Ashanti, Cardi, and Megan. Those are the top 3.
Bruh. Okay, let me put this in perspective. So hold on. J-Lo is 50. Ashanti is 40. Ashanti doesn't have any kids. And Ashanti is.
But again, though, if you were stepping out, is you really concerned? Like we talking about purity look factor here.
You think right now Ashanti is better, looks is colder than J-Lo?
See, I don't think I didn't say
This is somebody who I'm more of. I would in theory be one of the people who would say subscribe to the you gotta scoop something that's finer.
Yeah. That wouldn't necessarily be my code, but
you think, listen, hold on, because I got the homie Mark jumping to him in the comments. You think Ashanti? Bruh. This is my problem. This is the reason why I personally wouldn't go that route. Because I look at this like this. As much as you would want to say, well, dang, J-Lo, if you'd have been stepped out on by all of the dudes who you've been with, where you're fearful, it would have me wondering, what ain't you doing, right? What aren't you doing then? But at the same time, it does make me also think, why are these dudes in a rush to get it to begin with? Is it that people are saying, I was thinking it was going to be something, I had it then? But bruh, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you this. I think the reason why people, I'm going to say the reason why I think people would say or subscribe to if you slide out, you would hope that it's better or looks better than what you got. I think, bro, that I'm not going to say it justifies it, but bro, if for some reason you think people slide out and your side slide gets knocked up and you haven't explained this to your boys, I think that if bruh, I think that's a little bit more explainable.
Yeah, but I think you're going a little bit more deeper than what somebody is thinking. Again, I'm talking about somebody whose quantity has slided. And I think that from that standpoint, that's not even the thought process. Like it's at that point, it's again, I don't think if somebody's, and again, people have different reasons why they slide. I think that most people who are sliding,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Ashanti, yeah.
See, Mark is right there is what I'm saying. That's exactly.
Oh my gosh, bro. I just think, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Part of me thinks, bro, that when you go ahead and let's say you slide, let's say when you get married, I just think that while you might feel like somebody completes you, somebody does all these other things and everything like that. Part of me also believes, bro, that you think like, listen, these cakes, I gotta make sure these don't never hit the market. And so part of me actually wonders though, bro, like, I don't know that, Ashanti's ever been like engaged, proposed to. So part of me is thinking like, if it was like that, why hasn't nobody taken it off the market yet? She was with Nelly for a hot minute. Like, why didn't nobody pull this off the market?
Now, see, I think that the reason her and Nelly didn't end up going, because Nelly had that scandal when he was shooting his show, which is why he ain't got that show no more. You know what I'm saying? So I think that just I don't know what happened. Nobody knows the real reason, but I think that Nelly was gonna lock that down. And I just
he's trying to get engaged now. So he is.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. I think that it's interesting though, because Nelly is talking about getting engaged. So he does, and so in some manner sees himself settling down with somebody. I just wonder.
From what Mark's saying, it don't look like that Nelly was.
I don't know what producer that. Oh, I don't know which one that is, but I got to be honest. Mark has again. That's an impressive 3 that he mentioned: Bernice, Megan, Ashanti.
Okay, so here's the thing. Me and Mark then gave ours. What is yours?
Okay. Okay, let me ask you. So if we're talking about if we're talking about, if I would off the rip say Beyonce, but if we were talking about, let's say if it was Beyonce we were talking about, right? Oh, Bernice might be on a 5, on a 5 that I would say that's better. Bernice looks wise, and if you're just saying just on it, yeah, I could definitely see Bernice. I'm not so ready to put Ashanti on there, and the only reason why I wouldn't say the same argument about Bernice is because I don't
Right.
know
He over
her
here
like
slow playing, bro. Spit it out.
I would also say Megan Good. Megan Good.
I've been watching her on the game, so yeah, I can see why.
Megan Good. If I had it, I can stop right there, bro.
No, that's 2. You got to come up with 3, bro.
Okay, so taking Beyonce out. Bernice, Megan Good. I'm not gonna say Cardi. I'm not gonna say Nicki either.
Tiny.
I might just have to say, like, I don't know, bro. I can't think. Kelly Rowe, maybe. Kelly Rowe, maybe. I can't. I'm thinking this is the thing about it. Instagram is interesting though, bro, because Instagram's doing numbers out here with these IG girls and everything like that, though, man. So, oh my gosh, bro. I can't doubt. I would say the only solid Megan Good, and that's because I've been like on the Megan Good train for ever. Since the research department was on Usher, I've been like equal with Megan Good though, bro. But yeah, man. But dog, I'm sitting here thinking, I gotta think. Listen, I just think that usually, bro, that I think that the biggest thing is about it. Usually, J-Lo goes to the top of the list for a lot of people, though, bro. So that's why I'm thinking, like, well, if she usually goes to the top, then how do you go over the top of the top? Usually, somebody younger. I can't think of anybody that's younger. That you talking about celebrity wise. You know what? I got it. I got you. Megan Good, Bernice, in the research department. That would be my 3, bro. That would be my 3. Megan Good, Bernice, and the research department. Listen, bro, I can't listen. I'm gonna be honest. I just can't think of a third that tops. I can't think of a third right off the top of my head, bro. Megan Good.
Now, I want y'all to understand something, right?
I'm gonna look on. Let me see something right
quick. We do have pre-production meetings, and he knew about this question long before.
I didn't have anybody then.
It's terrible, bro.
Oh, hold on. Let me scroll.
No, it's cool. It's all good, bro.
Let me because you know I follow a lot of people on.
What about a girl that was in my video? Not perfect.
Which girl you talking about? The research department?
Nah. Who was the reason why I had to fight?
Oh, yeah. She might be on there, man. The girl Lorraine. Yeah, she might be on there though, bro. Yeah. I could see that though, man.
Oh, I just thought of another one, bro.
Okay. Now that I'm scrolling, I okay. who I would put on the list. If I had to do 5, Tracy Ellis Ross would be on there.
Lala would be on mine.
I don't know, bro. Like Lala looks like she got something done to them hips and the cakes, though, bro. And I don't know, man. I like this Lala's face. I don't like the body work that she's gotten done, though, bro. And I've seen Free lately, though, bro. And he said the 106 in Park Free. And I'm thinking, like, yeah, you got to go back some years because, dawg. I'm sitting here, yeah. I'm scrolling, bro. And yeah. Tracy Ellis Ross. But not J-Lo, though. No, not J-Lo, bro. Oh my gosh, man. I think I'm gonna leave it there, bro. I'm gonna have to leave it there. Yeah, I can't go there. Oh, would you have Janae Aoka on your list?
Yeah. But I mean, not like
the top J-Lo.
No. I mean,
not the top J-Lo. Oh man, bro.
Well, yeah, man. Send us y'all's list, bro. What you think?
Listen in the comments.
And ladies, put your list on there.
And ladies, you can put your list on here as well. Who would be the equivalent to them? To the J-Lo, to the guys.
The gang.
No. Like how most guys would say.
Oh, it's easily
J-Lo and Beyonce, right? Who would you say? Usher and maybe like Brad Pitt? Who?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba. Yeah, I could see most people saying Idris Elba as well. Most women saying Idris Elba. But who would a woman say, oh yeah, you know what? If that happened, these are people who you would say are, you know, like if Idris Elba told his girl, you got to pay me $250 million if you slide out. If that did happen, who would it be on that short list?
The Game.
I got Rihanna would.
Bro, that's low hanging.
You think it's easy, bro? Was that too easy?
It's like Beyonce for you, man. That's like, come on, man.
Anyway,
man,
bro.
What else you got going on this weekend, bro?
So, this weekend, man, I'm trying to go ahead and shoot. I'm probably going to go ahead and start shooting the footage for Think About Myself. And I'm pretty hyped because I finally have gotten over my buyer's remorse and went ahead and bought me the gimbal, though, bro. So I want to play around with that. I finally went ahead, and you know what, though, man? When I bought it, this is how I knew that it was like one of those easy things, because I bought it, and when I bought it, there was no, like, usually when I get buyer's remorse, it's immediately afterwards, right? This time it just took me up to get over the things that I would have to forego to get it. But once I hit the buy button, though, I was just like, haven't thought anything of it. And it's supposed to come tomorrow. So I'm already ready to crank it on now. So I'm going to shoot that. Yeah. So I'm shooting that. So I'm going to play around with that, and hopefully I can shoot with it as well. I think what I'm going to try to do first thing in the morning. So the boy, Courtney Davis, man, he got, they're doing another shoot. I thought it was just going to be like a reading, but they're actually going to be shooting tomorrow for his pilot for the movie that they're working on as well, though, man. So I'll probably swing through there for a few hours, try to help them on out, and do some PA work for them boys on over there, man. And that's about it, though, man. But I'm trying to with this gimbal shoot as much footage with it as possible, though, man. I got some ideas for it, though, man. I want to play around with, though, man. What you got?
Man, I when it comes to Life Church, when I sing, I mostly sing. I haven't played the drums there in quite some time, but this Sunday I'm actually playing the drums for one of the songs. So I've been in the garage studying, man. So I'm gonna be studying again tomorrow, going through more footage, just kind of trying to get this timeline built for this video that we finished. We still got one more scene to shoot next Thursday, so hopefully once that's done, then everything's good. I'm about to watch that Mando again, and then it's Friday the 13th, so about to hang out with the fam for a little bit.
Okay. I think that I'm gonna try to figure out something to watch here today, though, man. I think that it should be now that I'm already nice and fed and everything like that, man. I think I'm gonna try to go ahead and probably lay up.
Yeah.
See what's popping. But I am excited though to shoot some more footage, though, man. I think I'm gonna do a lot this weekend with it, though, bro. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Hey, Skinny, my brother hey, thank y'all for checking in. Shout out to the homeboy Mark Nurse as always for checking out. Drop in them comments as well, though, man. Yo, three who you would say, hey, this might be risk it all worthy to you based on $250 million clause and a prenup.
Yeah.
Hey, man, get that music going. Let's get on out of here, homeboy.
All right.
The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast.